Hello, friendly people of the internet. I am Hyper Super Sora, and welcome today to something a little bit different. That's right, a deck profile. Yeah, thought I'd spice things up a little bit and show you guys my Terra Firma deck. Since I keep, boasting about Terra Firma and how it's my favorite card in the game, let's see what deck I actually play it in and see what I do with it. So let's get into this, shall we? First, we run two Honesty Neos. For those who don't know, Honesty Neo, host light level 7, 2500 attack, 2000 defense, and quick effect, discard it, target one hero monster you control, it gains 2500 attack. Attack until the end of the turn. Or, when it's on the field, you can discard a hero monster and it gains its attack. Honesty Neos gains the discarded card's attack. Pretty solid card for boosting your monster's attack points. The reason why I run two is that you can often banish one and you'll need other in certain grindy situations. But otherwise you could get away with running one, however I don't like my luck. Next up we have two Destiny Hero Malicious. I was calling this my Elemental Hero deck for the longest time, and then I decided, you know what, I actually want to get better and stop losing all these games. Let's add in some of these other Aster heroes. The reason I say Aster is because Aster Phoenix from the anime and manga is the one who used them. And actually try to raise the skill ceiling of the deck. And it did. But yeah, Destiny Hero Malicious. It's in the graveyard, banish it, hit, special summon one copy of itself from the deck. We're playing two because we can only run two. Next up is Vision Hero Ferris. You can discard one other hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can place one Vision Hero from your deck, except itself, to your Spell and Trap card zone as a continuous Spell and Trap. This is important for the combo. We all know the combo, we've all seen the deck profiles, we all know the things. Next up is 3 Elemental Hero Stratos. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can use one of these two effects. Destroy all your spell and trap cards equal to the number of hero monsters you control, except this card, or add one hero monster from your deck to your hand. I don't understand why people aren't playing 3 of this. I really don't. Next, we'll go with Liquid Soldier, which I still think should have been called Liquid Marine. Everyone knows that. I was right. It's my most viewed video on the channel. Well, but yeah, when it's normal or special when it's normal summon, not when it's special summon, that would actually make it a little bit better. You can target one level 4 or lower hero monster in your graveyard, except itself, special summon it. Or if it's used for fusion material for a hero monster, or you can draw 2 cards, discard one. You can only use one of these effects, X per turn, and only one of them. So you have to choose if you want to special summon from graveyard, or if you want to draw 2, discard one. Mostly you draw 2, discard one. Although I could understand, and if you could play Zeus in this deck, you get literally any one of your heroes, except for Ferris, and increase in the graveyard. Summon this, make a rank 4, or that can attack directly. Boom, Zeus! Speaking of cards that help us make going into rank 4 plays that we don't do, we got Elemental Hero Solid Soldier, where it's normal or special summon. You can special summon one on level 4 or lower hero monster or from your hand, and if it's sent to the graveyard by a spell effect, you can special summon one on Elemental Hero. You can special summon one hero monster or from your deck, from your graveyard in defense position, so no extra deck plays for you. Now, people don't play this as much as often as they used to, but I still really like this card. Next, we'll talk about the 2 Garnets in the deck. You only really play them because they're fusion materials. They're the fusion material of Terra Firma. Look out for a retrain I'll do later where I make these cards broken as fuck. Elemental Hero Ocean, the better of the 2 in my opinion. Once returned during your standby phase, you can target one hero monster in your graveyard returned to your hand. Who remembers Big City, where this card was actually prominent in? However, the next one, Elemental Hero Woodsman, was not. Once returned during your standby phase, you can add one polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. The most important thing about this card is that 2,000 defense points. I am not joking. Then it's an Earth and it's a name for Terra Firma. I suppose it's a level 4, so totally heroes, am I right? Speaking of totally heroes, we got Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Yes, wherever you special summon this card, you can add one change quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. We will never use this effect. Not in this deck, anyway. The one you actually care about is when it's sent to the graveyard. You can add one hero monster, except itself, from your deck to your hand. As you can tell, heroes are very consistent. Next, we have 2 Vision Hero Vion. This was the first Vision Hero I added to the deck because it's basically Blaze Man on crack. When it's normally special summon, you could send one hero from your deck to your graveyard. Malicious. Shadow Mist. And you can banish one hero monster from your graveyard to add one polymerization from your deck to your hand. Very good. This is part of the combo that you all know. Next, we got 2 Vision Hero Increase. Wherever you take battle or effect damage while this card is in the graveyard, you can put it in the spell and trap zone as a continuous trap. Neat. Kinda contradicts with another card we play in the deck, but it is a thing. But no, you can tribute one hero monster to special summon this card from the spell and trap zone, and then special summon one Vision Hero from the deck. We have Ferris. First, we pitch a hero, we set at increase, we use increase, it special summons itself by attributing the Ferris, and we special summon the Vion, where we keep going from there. That is the main combo that really gets us going. We can further extend this combo by using Shadow Mist or Malicious to pitch, or just having the Stratos. Host Solid Soldiers, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Next, we'll move into the spells, because we don't main deck any traps. 3E Emergency Call. Add one elemental hero from your deck to your hand. Usually Stratos. Or sometimes you might want to add that Solid Soldier to, go even further beyond. One a hero lives, because it's at 1. If we could play 3, we would play 3. If you control no face-up monsters, pay half your life points, special summon one elemental hero from your deck. I wonder who that could be. Anywho, 3 Lightning Storm. If you have no face-up cards, you can activate one of these 2 effects. Destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls, destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. The only downside is that you can only activate one of these cards per turn. It's good. It's Lightning Storm. It's Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster fused into a card. I like it. Next, we have 3 Polymerization, because, we need to fusion summon. Along with 2 Fusion Recoveries. It's a +1, guys. And this deck is all about going further beyond, overextending, and making Terra Firma as big a number as possible to hit as hard as possible. So Fusion Recovery is very rarely a dead card. 1 Rhoda, add 1 on level 4 or lower warrior monster from your deck to your hand. And we would play 3 of this if we could. Next, Miracle Fusion. Fusion summon 1 elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed from your field or graveyard. This card I am considering cutting to 2. When we get the new Destiny Hero Decreaser or something or other. I made a video on it, link is in the card. But I'm thinking about replacing 1 Miracle Fusion with that card, basically acting as a 3rd copy of Malicious. But next, we got one Monster Reborn because it's Monster Reborn, and one Call by the Grave because fuck hand traps. That's it for the main deck. Now let's go for the extra. We run Extra Hero Cross Crusader at 2. 2 Warrior monsters. Most of the deck is Warriors. Most, if not all. Pretty sure all is. Unless Malicious decide to be a dick and decide to be a fiend. Although that would be funny under, like, Gozen match or something like that. Not Gozen match, or there can be only one. But, when it's Link Summon, you can target one Destiny Hero in your graveyard, special summon it. Okay. You can tribute one Destiny Hero or monster, add one Hero monster or with a different name from your deck to your hand. Now, I would be adding, like, kaijus and stuff in here, except this little thing down here. Also, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of these effects except hero monsters. Kaijus special summon themselves to your opponent's side of the field. So this guy makes it harder for me to play one of my favorite outs, so we'll just play Lightning Storm. Extra Hero Infernal Divisor, originally Hell Divisor, is a fiend, but it requires two heroes, and you can heal one hero fusion monster from your extra deck, and if you do, add up to 2 fusion materials listed with different names from your deck to your hand. This card is what's going to be searching your pseudo garnets. They're not always dead, but you always want to search them off the divisor. Or getting that +1 or the +2. Math is not my strong suit. But getting them in rotation and getting them out, blah blah blah. You make this, you get the fusion material. You make big plays, you hit really hard. This is also another one that has that hero restriction. Cannot specials on my monster's turn you activate this effect except heroes. And also it has this little thing for fiends because it is supposed to be evil hero support, but I'm just playing it anyway. Next up we have Extra Hero Wonder Driver. 2 heroes. If a hero monster is normal special summoned to its own discard points to, you can target one polymerization or fusion spell or chain quick play spell card in your graveyard. Hard set that target. And you can only activate that alpha once per turn, it's a hard once per turn. And when it's destroyed, you can special summon one hero monster from your hand. Another reason why we play 2 Honest Neos. This gets Ghost Ogred, I could just summon this out. Next up is Extra Hero Dread Decimator. A Link 3, actually, with 2+ hero monsters. All the other extra heroes we have are Link 2, so going to this is not that hard. Plus with the extra shot, really isn't that hard. It makes our monsters get bigger. Gains 100 attack for each hero monster in the graveyard, so does everything it points to, but it only gets piercing battle damage, which can come up. Next up is the fusions. That's all the links. Elemental Hero Gaia. This is the one I think I use the least. You can cut this card hard, and I'll even give you a suggestion for cutting. Predator Plant, Verde, Anaconda. But yeah, Gaia. It has the must-be fusion summon, and can't be special summon other ways, which is bullshit. It's on every hero fusion monster that I can think of. Well, not everyone, just the ones I like. When it is fusion summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls until the end phase its attack is halved, and this card gains the attack. Sometimes you just want to punch for game, and this helps you punch for game. You need 22, and a monster on their field can be targeted. Boom, Gaia. Next up, we have Elemental Hero Sunriser. 2 hero monsters with different attributes. Very easy. It, again, buffs hero monsters, 200 attack for each different attribute. But when it's summoned, when it's fusion summoned, you can Add 1 Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. Another reason why I'm thinking about cutting Miracle Fusion to 2 is because that we can search it. Although you could make the argument that I could search Polymerization, yet I'm still running it at 3. Shut up. And when another hero monster, except itself, attacks, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Very nice. Glad to be playing 2 of it. 1 copy of the best card in the game, Elemental Hero Terra Firma. It has the usual hero fusion thing. Hang of can't be special summoned any other ways. You contribute 1 elemental hero monster. This card gains attack equal to the attributed monster's attack until the end phase. This is our win condition. This is the thing we build up to. Our only goal is to make this thing's attack get as high as possible and hit our opponent as hard as possible. That is the end goal, and it's a very fun end goal. Next up to help him out is 2 copies of Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. This is better than most of the other Omni Heroes. This is because of one thing and one thing only. It only needs 1 hero monster and a water monster. Most of the other Omni Heroes say they need an Elemental Hero. So Absolute Zero is better in every way, since we can use the other different hero brands to help gain attack. This one, again, has the summoning thing of all the other hero fusions. But it also gains attack for each water monster your opponent controls. Well, each water monster on the field, sorry. I don't know if this is going to come up that often, but you don't care about that. You care about when it leaves the field, destroy all of your opponent's monsters. You tribute with Terra Firma, you make Terra Firma 5,000 attack, and you nuke everything on the board. Big number, hit hard. We have 1 elemental hero, Escaroga. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Escarodao. How? I'm pretty sure it's just like Spanish for darkness. Very creative. But it gains 100 attack for each elemental hero monster in your graveyard. Not even as good as Dread Decimator, but since we run a lot of darks, we can theoretically summon this very easily, although I rarely do. Sometimes you go into it, sometimes you don't, sometimes you just win with Terra Firma on your first turn. But hey, more attack, can't argue with that. Speaking of more attack, we got Elemental Hero, The Shining. And it gains 300 attack for each banished elemental hero monster. And when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, unfortunately, Terra Firma does not trigger this for some reason. You can add up to 2 banished elemental heroes and add them to your hand. I really wish that this was triggered by Elemental Hero Terra Firma, since I could just Miracle Fusion it out, get a bunch of attack, tribute it for Terra Firma, and add those monsters I just banished to keep going and going and going. But who knows, maybe I'll retrain the entire Omni Heroes someday. Next up, we have Elemental Hero Great Tornado. And it is fusion summon. You can have the attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. This is permanent, and somehow it affects Dragoon, so it is also a Dragoon out. You're gonna bait out their negate, and you're gonna summon this. It's gonna get its attack halved, and then what? You're going to run over it. Simple as that. Helps break boards, helps get over stuff. Just a great card. The only reason I wasn't running it there for the longest time is because Stratos was on the ban list. Good card. Next up is the evolution of Elemental Hero Terra Firma. If everything, and I do mean everything, goes wrong, you will summon this card. It requires 3 Elemental Hero monsters, so it is a bit steep. It has the summoning thing, but once per turn when this card target is targeted for an attack, you can just double its attack. Get it over 5,000, and if you use Honestneos in a funny way, you can make it go over around 9,000. You can make it go over 9,000 and just be funny. And when it does battle at the end of the battle, at the end of the damage step, you can destroy one monster on the field. And when it does leave the field, you can special summon in one elemental hero fusion monster, ignoring summoning conditions, usually bringing back Terra Firma. Because again, this is the end goal. That does it for the extra deck. Now let's go into the side. I will admit, this side deck does need tweaking. It does need an update. It does need a little bit of spring cleaning, a little bit of refurbishing. But let's go through it anyway. We have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We have another copy of Elemental Hero the Shining. And we have a Mud Dragon of the Swamp. These are the Super Poly targets. Next we have a Cross Sheep, perfectly cuttable. Oh, a Predator Plant Verte Anaconda. Again. And I told you what. There's that one on it. Next we have Harpy's Feather Duster, because it's at 1. Fuck back row decks. Next we have 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More. Or because breaking boards is fun. Next we have 2 Twin Twisters, because fuck back row decks. Next we have 3 Super Polymerization, because Omni Heroes love Super Poly. And if they leave 2 Darks on the field, Starving Venom also comes out. Next we have 1 Red Reboot, because I can only play 1, and because fuck back row decks. So that was my Elemental Hero Terra Firma deck profile. What'd you guys think of it? This is a really fun deck to me. I really like it. The whole name of the game is to hit hard with Terra Firma. So, what'd you guys think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Oh, while you're down there, leave a like on the video if you liked it. Hit subscribe to see more of my amazing content. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, this has been Hyper Super Sora. Sayonara.